8 sacks. 8 sacks.
Behind him gives no signs of nearing the end of his amazing career. Art Monk is now number one, the most prolific pass receiver in the National Football League's history. Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
This is Harry Hog Football, the original Redskins Fans podcast. On today's show, we talk about the destruction of the Philadelphia Eagles at the hands of Chase Younger and the boys. This and much more live with Aaron and John.
Die, Eagles, die.
On your way to 0-1.
What a fantastic game. What a fantastic game.
Dude, we got to get some stuff out of the way. Welcome, everybody. Harry Hog Football, episode number 496.
Excellent.
Yep.
All right. Here are our sponsors. Okay, John.
Yes.
How do you like my Ionitis jersey?
I bet on the back it says Ionitis Arachbo.
No, dude. I used some gaffer's tape and changed it. No, it says Arachbo. You are right.
But
You
dude,
are right, my
the
friend.
biggest sack of the game, which I had to watch in standard definition. Tell me about it. I'm at like a Residence Inn suite. Not now, but I was in Charlottesville last weekend. I was at a Residence Inn suite, and TV only has standard definition. It's like extremely expensive.
Oh my gosh.
So
That's so
of the
crazy.
8 sacks, what
Which
was your favorite sack of the game?
Good question. And you guys can join the chat in Discord or YouTube. Well, if no one's on YouTube, they won't hear this right now. But anyway,
True.
and join the conversation. And if you're hearing this on your normal podcast next week, join us live on YouTube to join in on the show. Anyway, my favorite sack?
Yeah. What was your most favorite sack?
See, I would say, I don't know why I thought this, but I thought that if you go in and strip the ball from the quarterback while you're trying to sack him, that counted as a sack fumble, but apparently they didn't count that Ryan Kerrigan one as his third sack. I would have said that if it was. But I think my favorite one, I think was it Bostic?
The delayed blitz by Bostic.
When he just bull rushed
Oh,
him,
man.
he ran him over like he was backing up like a cow trying to back out of one of those stalls.
And the Sluggy was like, boom!
And he just was like, and it knocked him out of field goal range, which was freaking huge because the dude missed the field goal by that much.
Yeah, exactly.
And why were they going for it on fourth down anyway? Disrespect.
Dude, I said the same thing. I was just like, I know why they're doing it, because our defense in the Minuski era was awful. And everyone was going for it on fourth down to we're just going to put our foot on the neck of these guys.
I don't think you can say that anymore, dude. But go ahead.
A foot on the neck? Oh, yeah, you're right. My apologies to everybody. Can I say it? Can I say
up their butt?
Do we punch him in the throat?
Punch him in the face.
Punch him in the nuts.
Anyway. They were totally disrespecting. Dude,
I know.
Even after the game, the Eagles are disrespecting us. I can't believe we lost to that team. And they're trying to say that Carson Wentz, they're trying to say that their O-line was not that bad because they looked at some statistic that said that Carson Wentz had something like 2.5 seconds on average to throw the ball, and they held.
Really? Did they say that?
Not crumble, dude. We had 8. Not only we have 8 sacks, we had 14 quarterback hurries also.
Yeah.
Or was it hits or hurries? I don't remember.
I think it was Hurries.
But dude, that's why, like, throughout the whole game, if you guys were in the Discord chat, after it was like 10-0, I was like, Eagles are done, and they still got another score. Because our defense was just, like, getting in there, and I could tell it was agitating him. I'm like, he's not comfortable in there. And I knew that our dudes, we have, like, 10 defensive linemen that are good. I was like, by the third quarter, their crappy O-line with, like, and 2 guys got injured, I think, during the game. I was like, these dudes
they put in that number 68.
Energy.
The number 68 guy they put in was like a third stringer on the O-line.
And I was like, these dudes are not going to have, they're going to be spent. They're going to, they've already dealt with 4 sacks and it's like 10 or 17-0. By the third and fourth quarter, these guys aren't going to be able to do jack against this defense.
We didn't have any preseason. This was the first game of the year.
No, our preseason was the first half, dude. We're ready to go now.
Oh, yeah. It was because you described it perfectly. Even though they started scoring, you were just like, the defense is really keying up. I mean, it's like a completely different thing going on here.
Except for Apke.
You could tell.
Apke was sucking in the first
Apke is terrible, man.
Oh,
man. You know what it was? He was on bad angles like the whole half.
Yeah.
The whole half.
The second half, you didn't have to worry about it because Wentz couldn't throw it.
And that's what you and I have been saying for like a couple of years. When you have a strong front seven, the defensive backs can be average. You know?
I saw an article today that said, are you ready for this? Our defensive backs, first of all, is really concerned when Kendall Fuller wasn't playing and we had to go.
Oh, yeah.
Moreau and the
People's Corner.
Who had, both of them had picks.
Yeah, exactly. But fear not, they took care of business.
Oh, yeah, they did. That one that Jimmy Moreland went up and just like, he was just like, that's mine. He just went in there.
Oh, yeah.
Taking that ball.
Well, in the first half, the announcers was like, oh, this is the defensive backs of the Redskins. They've seen how they're letting the offensive guys like push and everything like that. And they were like, all right, if they're going to let them get away with that, we're going to be stronger. And normally in the last few years, we did not, because we had guys like Josh freaking Norman back there who, well,
oh my gosh,
wasn't all that
good.
Josh
Norman, who is on the IR, I might point out.
Oh, man.
Dude, but that Moreau one, I mean, that was kind of like, we were chinking at him with all the sacks and the hurries, and when he threw up that pick. Oh, and then they came back with a 3-and-out, right? In the beginning of the second half, the Eagles deferred, and they came out with a 3-and-out, and then we had a 3-and-out, right? And then after that,
at the second half, because I think both teams made adjustments. That should be the name of this podcast. Should be adjustments. Period.
Oh, we can talk about the coaching in a minute.
Oh man.
Because unlike, I don't know, since Gibbs.
Yeah, really.
They made adjustments.
They made adjustments on the fly during the game. It was amazing.
And what happened to, all right, we were getting destroyed with those tight ends earlier, and I was like, what the?
Oh, yeah.
And then Zach Ertz, the great Zach Ertz, dropped a 4th and 5 pass that was right in his hands. That
went right in his hands, and that right there was the signal that game was
This was, and I have to say this was the perfect game for our team at this time.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if we would have come out and just dominated the whole game, it wouldn't have been the same. Right.
Oh yeah.
If Riverboat Ron wouldn't have gone for it on that 4th down and 1 down at like our 4-yard line, at their 4-yard line, and say something like, I believe in our guys to make this first down, it wouldn't have been the same. The fact that they went in there with all that crap that happened in the offseason and then in the first half and battled back was the best thing that could have happened, even if we would have ended up losing at the end. It was insane.
Yeah, really. It's so funny that it was like the mirror image of the game that we had with them last year. Well, we went up 17-0, and then crap the bed, And this time, it was the exact opposite. They went up 17-0, and then they crapped the bed. And then we had 27 unanswered points. 27 points unanswered.
Dude, there were so many storylines in this game. Apparently, at halftime, Ron Rivera had to go get an IV because he's dealing with the cancer treatment. And our young quarterback stepped up and made the speech at halftime. Like, basically what you just said.
The cornerbacks?
These dudes, the quarterback.
Okay.
Dwayne Haskins went in there and gave the speech basically saying what you're saying. Like, last year, we were up 17-0, and they came back. It's time to return the favor, basically.
Right. And then you guys, everyone who saw the game saw him on the sidelines later on the second half going out, shaking hands with all the defensive linemen. They're on the bench. I mean, that's the kind of it was amazing to see this kind of leadership with the Washington football team.
Oh, yeah, dude. And then another telling sign to me that I thought was really interesting.
Yeah.
At halftime, when whoever the sideline reporter, that lady was, said that she talked to both Ron Rivera and Doug Peterson.
Mm-hmm.
And Ron Rivera was basically like, we've been inconsistent on defense. We got to fix that. We've been inconsistent on offense. We need to fix that. Doug Peterson, did you hear what he said?
I did not.
He basically said, because you were on SD. He basically said, I like what my guys are doing, that we don't really need to change anything.
Oh, so he did not make adjustments. Oh, sorry about that, Peterson.
So let's talk a little more about the defense. We held them to like 50 yards rushing, I believe.
Yeah. Let me look up Josh's stats over here.
It was really refreshing to see 7 sacks, though. I can't remember the last time he had more than 2 or 3.
Chris J in the UK tweeted us, and he said he was like, "What does Will have to say about this now?"
Dude, I got the stats on our sheet here.
I got the stats.
Where are they? Dude, this is the stat that I wanted to show everyone. I've got it up right here. This chart. If you can see the chart, this is probability of winning over the course of the game.
There it is.
So somehow, at the very beginning of the game, Philadelphia already had a 71% chance of winning just because they decided they were going to show up and play. But anyway, that went up to, are you ready for this? Look at this. 97. They went up to a 97.3% chance to win
against Jay Gruden's Washington football team. That's not the team we have this year.
When was this? This was 4th and 5 at the 20 with 3:10 left in the second. They had a 97.3% chance to win according to ESPN's win probability thing.
Right.
Now look, just watch. Oh, it went up to 95 again.
Oh no.
For some reason, because Dwayne Haskins got sacked once, and it went way up. Oh, but here we go. Oh, they're still stroking the Eagles down here. At 17-14, they still had a 79% chance somehow. Look at that. I love it.
That's fantastic.
Here's the stats, dude.
Like, we came out in the second half, and they were like the Eagles were shell shocked, and like dudes were dropping like flies on the field, having to go in. One guy had a head injury.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, we sent like 4 or 5 dudes back. It was like the body bag game.
It was like the reverse of the body bag game.
I know. And I don't want to jinx this, so I'm not sure if I should say it or not.
Uh-oh. Dude, it's a new era. It's the Washington football team.
It's a new era, which means new trainers. And how did that go this week?
new trainers, everyone's in, and again, we do have an awful young team as well. So I guess that's
team.
probably, I guess that's probably helping, but we do have Dr. Death though.
Dude, what about Chase Young? You know who
Chase Young's the real deal.
Who was
he was the real deal.
No one can even
Jason Peters, right?
Yeah, it can't be like he was up against their second and third string dudes. No, he was going against Jason Peters, who just signed some new deal to move back to left tackle. We were talking about that last week.
Right.
And he got destroyed.
This Chase Young guy is the real deal. And he's got so much football sense on that fumble that he caused. Was it fumble? I don't even remember. Standard definition.
Yeah,
I haven't seen anything in standard definition in a really long time.
Yeah, he fumbled. Dude. He caused the fumble.
Yeah, because Carson Wentz was like going down. Yeah.
I mean, there could have been a couple more. There was a drop. Was it an interception, or was that fumble on the play where someone was offsides on our team? What happened? There was a big play.
Was offsides.
Oh yeah,
dude, I remember it because you and I both texted about it. So
yeah, I was like, we can't get a break.
yeah, that was the thing. We were just like a step behind for the first beginning, like the first quarter and a half.
Yeah, we couldn't get a break.
We can't get a break.
What amazing game that was.
That game really made my day. I tell you what.
It went about best case scenario for what anyone could think of.
Yeah, really. And moving to the offensive side of the ball, Dwayne Haskins was good. He wasn't great. He wasn't terrible, but he was good. And he was showing that leadership, and that's what we need from that guy.
Yeah, I mean, he had some accuracy issues again.
Right, but not as I mean, I don't know. How many games has it started between college and the pros? Like 18?
Yeah.
Something like that. So,
Dude, but I mean, the whole game went basically what I was saying in my prediction last week, except for the 42-3 thing. Remember how I kept saying that the defense was just going to give us the short field? Like, it would be a sack.
And they did.
All of our scores were on short field, I think. There wasn't any long sustained drives. Yeah.
It was amazing. Again, that's my word of the day. Amazing to be on that side of the ball where you're just like, oh yeah, no problem.
Dude, the reason why your word of the day is amazing is because you are a millennial.
Oh man, I feel way too old to be a millennial right now.
David Hersey is in the chat room. So is HHF Josh on the Discord chat. Look at that.
Josh. Where's Josh?
Sean in. I don't know if Josh realizes that you can actually listen to the podcast in Discord.
I called it.
Dude.
What?
Oh, I thought you were going to say, dude. Dude.
Dude.
The dream team.
Dream team.
That was about the Eagles, remember?
Josh Dream Team. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Dude, and Deshaun Jackson, he had that catch early on in the game over Terrence Trent to Harvey. And Josh and I were joking about that.
I didn't even know who that guy was that you were talking about. What
And
happened
he
to
said,
that Darby guy? Did he get benched? Wait, did he get benched for Moreland? Because I didn't
No,
see
no.
him later.
He was coming. No, he was like the nickelback.
Oh, I thought Moreland was supposed to be playing nickel.
He's supposed to be, but he was starting for Fuller, who wet the bed.
So what's the deal with Fuller? Have we heard anything? Is he coming back next week?
He might be back next week. It doesn't seem like it's a long-term injury, from what I understand. With my contacts in Ashburn.
Here's something else that we haven't even pointed out yet, and neither did the announcers in the game. Ryan Kerrigan broke Dexter Manley's record, and they didn't say anything.
They did mention it, but it was very, very much like, and he passed him with 92 sacks, blah, blah, blah. Oh, and it's 3rd and 4.
Oh, I didn't even hear him say it.
I did, because I was like, about time.
Look at Sean in hoping all of his Eagles fans, friends, I can't even say that, are okay because he hasn't heard from them. Here's what I have to say about those dudes.
0-1.
They're off like trying to figure out how they could possibly lose to the horrible Redskins.
Well, I don't even know what it was on. I just saw a thing on it online about it, but some guy was just like, quarterbacks better like watch their careers because Washington's defensive line is here to play. And it really, really all comes down to not having Greg Minuski in charge. That's the biggest key right there.
That's the only difference, really. I mean, we have a few new players, but I mean, Chase Young might be taking some double teams, but it's changing the scheme to 4-3-A because 3-4-7.
Which was I pointed that out to Roberto
Minuski.
too. And not having stupid, what is he, quality control coach at the University of Kentucky, Louisville?
I don't know,
but I mean, how could he have taken this group that just gave us 8 sacks in the game and made them so mediocre?
I don't know, but the only thing, he sucks, all right? And now he's a quality control coach somewhere at a college, not even a college powerhouse. But
Kentucky.
But was he induced?
Oh my goodness, I was about to say something.
But was he induced?
No, what was it? Who was I going to tell you?
But were you induced?
Someone on the defense. Something.
Josh induced.
Was Josh induced? Landon Collins had a few nice plays. The linebackers played fine.
Landon Collins. Last year you were just like, this guy's not all that good. I was like, he was an all-pro. He is really good. I swear. And that game, we started to see glimpses of that with his play on the field.
Blame Minuski.
And 100% blame Minuski. 100%.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing to see this game. I'm trying to think of like bad things, and other than Abke and a few bad throws by Haskins, it's hard to nitpick on this. 100% blame Minuski. John Bostic, we talked about him. He was my favorite sack. Now that more people are in the chat room, let's bring that question back up.
Yeah.
Repose the question? Is that the word?
Repost?
Revisit the question? The question from John at the top of the podcast was, what was your favorite sack?
Your favorite sack of the game.
And you have 8 to choose from. I'm used to only seeing 2 or 3. We haven't even heard from Will.
7. Oh, man. I thought he would call in this week.
He hasn't called.
He will.
I haven't heard from him in a while.
He will. He'll call in soon. I have faith.
Manusket. All right, let's talk about the receivers play. What about Logan Thomas?
Logan Thomas.
Where he ran too short of a route, but then he still had the wherewithal to get back up when he wasn't touched.
For being a quarterback, that guy is like a tough runner. Like, once he gets the ball, he's a tough guy to bring down. He's not like a Gronkowski size tight end, but he's a pretty big guy as a quarterback. And when he gets the ball, I don't know, he's tougher than he kind of thought he would be for Virginia Tech.
You mean Logan Thomas used to be a quarterback? Is that what you're saying?
He was a quarterback at Virginia Tech.
Yeah, I was just confused for a minute, and then I figured it out in my mind.
Okay.
Ryan Kerrigan.
He's quarterback. Ryan Kerrigan.
Ryan
We have
Kerrigan
3
got a game
defensive
ball.
ends. He should.
He was
He had a great game.
And he was a backup.
Yeah, he's a backup as well, quote unquote.
And he had should have been 3 sacks. 2 sacks and a forced fumble is how I think it goes down.
Yeah.
And they were trying to be like, oh no, hold on, that might have been an incomplete pass. And I was like, no, it was not.
I was thinking the same thing. They showed that thing. I was like, he totally tucked that ball in.
And then Dean Blandino or whoever he was like, nope.
Big Dean Blandino.
It back to his body. Once he curls it to his body.
Once the
hand curls towards the body at this angle, it's no longer an incomplete pass, but a fumble.
God, the NFL rules are so crazy.
And how serious they take them. Once the trajectory of his hand rotated at a 47-degree angle back towards the body,
when the ball comes in like a shot duck, it's anybody's game.
So who was it? All right, Cameron Curl was in the game, and I keep hearing people talk about him in the aftermath.
Who's that?
But I didn't really notice him. What did he do? I want to know.
I saw him on one play.
We obviously didn't get burnt like Daryl Pounds, or we would have been talking about it.
He was credited with 3 tackles.
Okay.
Two. This actually goes with talking about the whole game. He did not get beat on tackles, and in the first quarter and a half of the game when we were watching it, like we would be like, there would be an eagle coming down the field, and first guy would miss him, second guy would miss him, and we finally tackle him. I was just like, missed tackles. It's just driving me crazy over and over, just like the year before. We got to get over that. And so then we finally did. And that's what I remember them actually talking about him after a not missed tackle on the field.
Jimmy Moreland can tackle too, man.
Jimmy Moreland is the people's corner.
The people's corner. I think the turning point in the game, though, was that Moreau interception.
That Moreau interception, yeah, was tight. John Bostic had a really big game. Kevin Pierre-Louis, all right.
I think it's
not
Lewis.
bad. I know, dude. Pierre-Louis?
That's what they
French
say.
English?
That's what they say.
French
on
English?
TV.
They're wrong. I bet they're wrong. I bet it's Louis. Because how do you say Pierre-Louis?
Pierre-Louis.
Pierre-Louis. That's French to English. That's wrong. It doesn't work. It's got to be one or the other.
Dude, I didn't make it up.
Pierre-Louis.
Anyway, I remember him flying around. I just don't remember any defining moments of him.
Right. But
Apke,
Kerrigan had 2. Matt Ionaz had 1 sack. Deron Payne had a half sack along with Jonathan Allen. Chase Young, they credited him with 1.5 sacks. I mean, he looked like he had been playing for 5 years. It was like he was 27 or something.
He was amazing.
All
of them were amazing.
I remember,
Deron Payne,
dude. I remember thinking this. I know, dude. And I remember thinking this when Deron Payne, he had a half sack.
Okay.
He had a half sack.
They just weren't quite enough to go around. They had to keep sharing them everywhere.
But yeah, dude, Chase Young. I remember when we were talking about it was looking like we were going to draft him, and you were like, we need to trade that guy to have picks. And I see what you're saying with our offensive line. I think everyone sees that. But I was like, dude, Chase Young is that good. You have to remember that game? It was either late in the season or the bowl game for Ohio State. And he didn't have all that much, but they doubled and triple teamed him the whole time. He was the key for their offense. The first thing they had to block Chase Young. Mm-hmm. So that's the beauty. That's how good he is, because by doing that, other people will get open and will be able to make tackles like John Bostic on that delayed
like Ryan
blitz.
Kerrigan.
Ryan Kerrigan
has been the dude on our team for the years that they tried to double team. Now he doesn't have to be double teamed.
Ryan Kerrigan's of anyone. Ryan Kerrigan's got to be the happiest of all. He's got to be.
I mean, he's already got 2 sacks, and he only had 5 last year with Minuski. He's got 2 in one game and a forced fumble.
Minuski, what did you do to us? Minuski, what did you do to us? You won a Super Bowl with us. How did you do this? He's an idiot. Man. Cut! Double super cut!
Oh, man, he's so bad. Anyway, we don't have to talk about him anymore because we've turned the page.
We have turned the page.
What else do we want to talk about before we go into our games and kicks?
Hopkins missed a field goal, but after that he was good, solid. Tress Way was great.
Yeah, Tress Way was pretty amazing.
Both the punters were really good, and then their punter had like one bad kick.
Oh, I know what I wanted to call out real quick. The offense, our offensive line. Like, what did we get?
Oh, yeah.
A couple sacks, 3?
A couple of sacks. I'm looking at right now. We gave.
I remember Scherf gave up one because I remember calling.
We gave a 3, but Scherf looked like old Scherf. He looked like old Scherf during that game. He was like the one lineman who would be there, even if Haskins got sacked or something like that. He was the one lineman who would run up and kind of pick him up and stuff like that. Like almost like someone was like, dude, you got to be a leader this year. You gotta step it up right here.
But I don't remember Jerron Christian and the other dude.
Moses.
Wes
Martin.
I don't remember those dudes being like really bad. As a matter of fact, I don't think there were any holding penalties or any false starts, were there? I don't know.
I don't remember one.
I don't either.
I don't remember one.
In fact, there weren't that many penalties in general in this game.
We know in the secondary they let them they played a lot. They played very physically, so they were kind of letting them really. I don't know. It seemed like a classic NFC East matchup. They were led to play really physically on both sides of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I've got the stats open right now, and off of the corner showing the highlights of the game, and they just show Jeff Bostic.
Oh my word!
That sack once again.
All right, so let me just say this: the Eagles edged us on total yards, 265 to 239, until you subtract the 62 yards lost.
To sacks.
62 yards lost by sacks by Carson Wentz. 62. Oh, that's over half of a football field. Just imagine that. Like if you had all those plays back to back and just saw them getting pushed back.
6/10 of the football field. 6.2 of football field.
So if you take that away, then they had 203 total yards. And all of those were in the first half. Let's face it.
I don't want to say anything, dude, but you know who's in the first place in the NFC East.
Well, I know who's in first place by themselves.
And by themselves.
It's your Washington football team.
My Washington football team.
AKA.
I like the name. The team. I love the name. The name seems very divisive right now, but Dan Snyder actually did was it the Wall Street Journal, New York Times, something like that, where he was like, if the fans like the name, we'll just be the Washington football team.
There it is, dude. Right there on the
and
right
I heard
corner.
I heard it and I was just like, yeah, I would absolutely like that. But some people are like, oh, it's dumb. It's so generic. But I mean, I kind of like it. If you want to make an identity, the fans can make an identity.
I like it as the team.
Yeah.
Who was it? I forget it. Some tweet of who was it? It's a celebrity Redskins fan. I forget who. But he basically just tweeted. It just said the football team. Look at that, dudes. Points for, most in the league. Wait, wins, division. Wins, most in the division. Loss, most in the division. Winning percentage, most in the division. Points for, most in the division. Points against, least in the division.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's only week 1. We got the Cardinals next week. It'll be a different.
Yeah, and going into that, are we ready to? No, we have to do games and kicks, and then we'll do the Cardinals preview.
Dude, it feels like so long since we've done games and kicks.
It feels like so long since we won. Since we won. It feels like so long since then. This is fantastic.
It's all right. So we do kicks first because we won.
Right.
It's reversed, right?
Yeah.
It's time for this week's Kicking the Balls Award.
This week's Kicking the Balls Award is brought to you by Ridapoo.
Because for this game, we did.
All right, dude, you can go first.
All right, my kick in the balls goes this week to the number 1 person on the running back depth charts, J.D. McKissick.
All right.
Who gave us exactly -2 yards on rushing and 1 yard in receiving.
Good one, dude, because I didn't even pick that up because I didn't even realize he was in the game because we just had
I saw him once. I remember him once coming in. Yeah. Peyton Barber had a pretty good game. Peyton Barber was our short yardage guy.
Peyton Barber had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he was a short yardage guy.
And he converted that 4th down and won.
Yeah. That 4th down near the goal line.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was huge.
That's a good one, dude. All right, is Josh
JT
still on
McKissick.
Here? Josh has to give us his kick.
We'll see.
He's still on here?
If he doesn't, we're going to give it for him.
Oh, yeah, we always do. Ever since he gave one to Sean Taylor for missing the game because he
was
got
dead.
Shot. All right, Josh isn't on yet. But Sean N is. Wait, I gotta give my kick before Sean N gets his in. Come on, dude. All right, here's my kick. My kick in the balls award is going to Troy Apke.
You thought I was going to give him that.
I know, because you hate him. Now I'm like, dude.
I'm not a big fan. We'll see, though.
I don't know what he did in the first half, or he changed something. Maybe he made adjustments. Maybe the coaches actually coached him.
I know what he did, but in the first half, he was taking like bad angles. Like every time he ran after someone, he was taking a bad angle, and they just ran by him.
No, I mean in the second half, the coaches may have been like, "Hey, dude, you can't be taking those angles." Oh yeah, okay. Like they actually did their job and coached instead of just like Jay Gruden style standing on the sideline with the clipboard and your arms crossed, just looking at the scoreboard and wondering what's going wrong.
And letting the clock wind down without stopping it.
With your mouth half agape. And then going to Tyson's corner and like hitting on 18-year-old girls.
Macking on some hoes. Jay Gruden legend in the Arena Football League.
You are a loser, sir.
All right.
I think we'll hear from him this week. We'll see.
Oh, guess who I saw the other day? I forgot to text you about it. Your favorite referee, Jerome Booger. I saw him.
Where?
It was in a game. I don't know. Earlier in the day, somewhere later in the day. On my ready.
Oh, he was like refereeing an NFL game?
It was either an NFL game or a college game. I saw him somewhere during the weekend.
Yeah.
He
How
needs
about
to
that?
visit the show next week.
Maybe we'll have him on the show next week. We'll have to see. It depends on if the Redskins win or not. I'm sorry, the Washington football team wins or not.
Maybe we'll have Sergeant Johns.
Yeah. That'll be interesting.
All right, so now let's head to the peanut gallery and see who their kicks are going to. Sean N's kick is going to Haskins. He wasn't making good decisions.
He started like 18 games.
I have to kind of disagree with this. I don't know if it was so much he was making poor decisions or his accuracy was off.
His accuracy was off on a few throws. I don't know.
I didn't see him try to force anything in anywhere. I don't remember.
Dude, if we were to be like the 2000 Eagles on the way to the Super Bowl, not the Eagles, the Ravens on the way to the Super Bowl with what's his face that played quarterback for them? Does anyone remember?
Yes. Dilfer.
He used to have Trent Dilfer. Yeah.
Don't ask me how. Some little part of my brain like pulled that out.
I mean, if we're going to be an awesome defensive team and an awesome defensive team and an average offensive team, I like that. I like really good defense.
Oh, I love really good defense.
So,
my favorite.
I'm all right.
I saw a stat that the Redskins had the most efficient defense this week. I don't know how they come up with this stat, but
because we just kept sacking him.
By far the most efficient defense. And we didn't call this out, dude.
Huh.
Well, maybe we'll do this on our game balls. So I'm not gonna bring this stat up.
All right, yeah.
David Herzing is giving Jerron one. He guesses. He
Wow.
had to reach for
wow. That's saying something.
There was the one, Shawnee, and yes, I do remember that. The one that was almost picked. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. He threw it into like a double coverage.
And it was that classic, like, jumping in the air while holding your hands up. Why I didn't catch that interception pose that they all learned their freshman year of college.
Right.
Cornerbacks always have to learn
drop
that. Jump in the air, crouch while you're in there, and hold your hands. Like, why did I miss that? That's true. And David Herzing is not elaborating on why Jerron Christian gets a kick. I guess he gave up a sack or two, but he didn't give up 8.
I think he was trying to figure out somebody.
Yeah, I think so too.
And that's it, which is saying something. Apke.
McKissick was
bad.
He was off
bad
my
angle.
radar.
Apke.
He was totally off my radar. And
McKissick,
since Josh isn't in the chat room, I guess anymore, he's gonna give his kicking the balls award to Ron Rivera for missing the halftime speech because he had to get an IV.
Oh,
Josh,
damn.
Seriously, dude.
Come on, Josh. What are you doing?
Dude.
All right, David Herzing elaborated. He gave up an early sack, and that was the only bad thing he could think of.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it was. I love when it's hard to think of bad things to say. For once, we're talking about football. It's 2020, and we're talking about something that makes us happy. B, we're talking about football and not other things.
It's great. I love it.
All right. Anyway, and Haskins was
dude.
Haskins was sailing some balls.
He was sailing some balls.
But
again, it was the first game, like the real first game. No preseason.
He was sailing some balls.
He was.
All right,
dude. Game balls.
Let's do it.
And now, the coveted and ever elusive Game Ball Award.
Game Ball Awards. Oh, I gotta think of one. Go ahead, dude. I haven't even
I got mine, John Bostic.
That's a good one.
8 tackles and the key sack of the game. Just that was. He didn't look like it, but the play reminded me of that sack by Dexter Manley on Danny White in the 1982 NFC Championship game against the Dallas Cowboys, who lost on Sunday.
Yeah, they did.
Sunday.
Apparently there was a controversial call, but I didn't see it.
Controversy? Only if you're a Cowboys fan.
Everyone else was happy with the call. All right, well, that's a good one. And I got to give mine to the showstopper, Ryan Kerrigan, for having 2 sacks, forced fumble, and breaking Dexter Manley's all-time sack record for the Washington Redskins. And
Kerrigan.
And Kerrigan has been there since the beginning, doing his job every day, no complaints, a true team player.
Kerrigan has been there as a true team player through bad and worse.
And horrible. So I'm glad that something positive can hopefully keep happening for him as his career, starts to wind down. The next couple.
I wonder about these guys, like Ryan Kerrigan, like many guys, it's like, I want to stay a Redskin. He signed an extension or a new contract and blah, blah, blah. But we know the Redskins and now the Washington football team were a very dysfunctional team. Why would people want to stay there? He's not from DC. He's from Indiana or something like that.
He went to... Did he go to Purdue?
Purdue. He's a Boilermaker.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm glad we got him.
And he wanted to stay in DC.
And I think he's going to have a great season because of things we've already mentioned. Chase Young.
I think so, too.
Speaking of Chase Young, I want to give him a mini game ball because he had 1.5 sacks and he was the highest rated rookie player by Pro Football Focus.
Yeah.
I don't know how they come up with these stats, but he had 86.6 grade or something like that.
So way to go, Rook.
Way to go, rookie, for winning Best Rookie of the Week award. And by wreaking havoc on a Pro Bowl left tackle all game. All game. All right, we're going to head into the...
Oh, wait, Josh needs to give a game ball.
Oh, Josh. Josh's game ball is going to... It's hard to pick one for Josh. Quickly look at the stat line and tell me someone that had a lot of tackles, but we don't remember them. Cameron
Troy
Curl
Apke.
for 3 tackles.
Troy Apke.
Troy Apke.
Only in the first half, though.
All right.
Sorry, Josh.
Sean N is bringing up more topics for us to talk about next. Okay. So in the peanut gallery, it looks like Sean N is giving his game ball to Jack Del Rio, who Rivera also gave the first game ball to, I believe, or Ryan Kerrigan and Del Rio.
Love it.
Yeah,
love
he
it.
made adjustments.
Aggressive defense adjustments.
Aggressive offense too, going on those 4th down plays.
Riverboat Ron. Well, that 1 4th down near the goal line was when I was just like, this is when Riverboat Ron shows the stuff right here.
And he went, and I was like, I would kick.
We had like heavy jumbo packages in. Yeah.
Did you hear what he said when someone asked him why he went there?
No, I did not.
He said, "We didn't come to play for a tie. We came to win a football game."
I love it.
Anyway, so Jack Del Rio, good one from David Herzing. Sean N is giving his to Jimmy Moreland, the People's Corner, for that outstanding pick where he just went up and was like, "That's my ball."
What'd you say?
That's my ball.
That's my ball.
I love you guys, man.
I do see that Sean N is also talking about Allen Robinson from the Bears.
I saw something about that today on Twitter.
Yeah.
So I guess I haven't really seen any official news. Apparently Allen Robinson wants out of Chicago. And if we had him, I would welcome that.
Maybe it would be an upgrade on Inman. Not that Inman's bad.
Inman had 1 catch for a key first down.
Yeah, he did have 1 catch. He did drop 1.
We could cut Inman. We didn't even see AGG. Did he play? Did AGG get on the field? Hello? Did we lose John? I don't see John. We may have lost John.
AGG.
Dude,
Aaron,
we lost you
where
for a
are
second.
you? I don't hear you.
I don't know what's going on. I can't.
Oh,
hear
there you are. There you are. There you are. I hear you.
Okay, I can hear you, but I see a still picture on your camera. So, see if you can maybe, I don't know, turn off your camera and turn it back on. On there. Now we've lost John. We've completely lost John. I don't know what I'm going to do. Completely lost Zoom. Okay. I know that. Hey, are you back?
Hey, I'm back.
I see half your head.
Whoa! What happened to my head, dude?
I have no idea what happened, but I was starting. Here, let me see if I can fix it. I was starting to like freak out because I'm like, wait, I haven't had to do a solo podcast since episode 2. Here, I'm gonna fix your head. There you are. I don't know why I did that. Whoops, that's not good. There you are.
Apparently, we had an unstable internet connection.
Yeah,
But we seem to be fine now.
Even though we have super fast anyway. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, if Allen Robinson was there, much like Chase Young is taking pressure off other dudes, McLaurin would be.
It would help McLaurin, I
Open
think.
him up.
I think it would be a definite help.
Yeah. Sean, I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, they say he wants out. What does that mean? He's just
He
not happy.
dude, he's got Mitch Trubisky.
yeah. Who beat out Foles, I guess.
He had a good game actually on Sunday, surprisingly. But I mean, it's Mitch
Him
Trubisky.
or Allen Robinson. How did Allen Robinson?
Isn't he like the leading quarterback with the Bears, like in all time? And aren't the Bears, haven't they been around since like the 20s? The 1920s?
Wait, Mitch Trubisky
Yes.
is the leading quarterback
Ever.
even over like McMahon from the 80s, like when they won.
Yeah,
the Super Bowl?
but yeah.
Weird.
Who else has been quarterback of the Bears? No.
Dick Butkus.
I don't know.
Oh wait, he wasn't the quarterback.
Dick Butkus was a tight end. Wasn't he? He was. No,
Anyway.
I'm thinking of no. Sorry, I was thinking the coach there. Dick Butkus was a linebacker.
Okay. Do you have anything else to add? Because I really need to round this out and get ready for bed because I gotta leave and drive a long way tomorrow.
We need to talk about the Cardinals.
Oh crap! Yes, the Cardinals.
I have to talk about the
It's gonna
Cardinals
be a
real
different.
quick.
The Cardinals beat the 49ers and John's dog Trent Williams yesterday.
And
24 to
handsome.
24-20.
Something like that, yeah.
Kyler Murray, dude, that guy can move around. So it's going to be interesting to see if we can contain him with his defensive line.
It's going to be very, very different because Carson Wentz can move, and we all know that. Like Bostic actually missed a sack early in the game where Carson Wentz ducked down and he pretty much just kind of slid over him.
Yeah.
And didn't pull him down, but then he tried that with someone else, and this is just intelligent football. He tried to do that same move to dodge another sack, and it didn't work. I can't remember. It might have been Kerrigan or someone, but somebody sacked him on the same play because he was like, "No, I know what you're about to do." So Kyler Murray is a completely different dog, though, man. That guy can move. But he's also like small. If Jerron Payne or Chase Young gets a really good hit on him, he could fold like a chair.
And I sent you that article. I don't know if you read it.
I read it. I did read it.
Where the dude was like, people need to seriously start worrying about if they're going to have a quarterback next week.
Yup. I did read that. That was good stuff, man.
Yeah, so it's going to be an interesting game. 4:05 next week. It's one of only like 2 or 3 later games, which I like. I like having the games early.
Yeah.
So anyway, A lot of people were in the peanut gallery during the game, and we were popping in and out of there, commenting on some things.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of cool. But John will hopefully have his HD back.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think that's got to round it out.
Yeah. Let's get ready for the Cardinals at 4:05.
4:05 as the
There it is.
Washington football team.
Washington football team.
Washington football team /
HTTT.
Yeah, HTTT.
Hail
Hail
to the team.
/ the Washington football team, formerly known as the Washington Redskins, takes the field against Arizona Cardinals.
Longtime division rivals, the Cardinals.
Yeah. All right, dudes. Feel free to get the Discord. Join the Discord server in the Peanut Gallery, chat in there. Send us some email.
Yeah.
John at harryhogfootball.com. Reach us at harryhog on Twitter. And remember to subscribe to our podcast wherever you listen to podcasts or on YouTube.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to you guys next week. Hail to the Redskins and the Washington football team. And if you see a Cowboys fan,
you know what to do. Joke
them!
You are a loser, sir.
But was he induced?
But was he induced?